hi. Valladolid, the city in Mexico, the state of Yucatan, the administrative center of the municipality of the same name. The population, according to a census of 2010, was 48973 persons. It is the second most important city of the state and the third in population after Mérida and Canacín. The city was called in honor of the Spanish city of Valladolid, which at the time was the capital. Francisco de Montejo. By the nephew and the namesake of the famous Spanish conquistador Francisco de Montejo, for the purpose of fixing of the Spanish immigrants in the area controllable one of tribes of the Maya. Cúpula is based on May 28, 1543. The initial location of the city was on the place of the settlement Chacao. The tribe of the Maya Chiquinchal, near the coast. Early Spanish settlers complained of surplus of the mosquitoes extending yellow fever, and Peninsulas petitioned for transfer of the settlement further deep into. On March 24, 1545, Valladolid was postponed for his modern location and constructed on the place of the capital of the Mayansky tribe of Cúpula, which was called Zossi, that in translation from language of the Maya is meant by a white hawk. Ancient stone structures of the city were sorted for new buildings in the Spanish colonial style. In the next year Maya rose, but their revolt was suppressed with assistance of the Spanish troops which arrived from Mérida. Further, Valladolid continued to be the center of development of the Spanish colonialism in the east of the peninsula Yucatan. Because of the exclusive system introduced at the time of the Spanish board, aboriginals of the Maya had no rights. Indian communal lands were occupied new private owners. In January 1847, aboriginals of the Maya rebelled. During actions 80 Spaniards were killed, and their houses are plundered. After one of the Maya leaders, Manuel Antonio A.I., was grabbed and shot on the main square of the city, the revolt passed into a Massachusetts revolt under the leadership of Jacinto Pat. The leader from Teosuco, and Cecilio Kai from the nearby city of Ichul. The city of Valladolid and adjacent areas were the stage of heavy fighting during the Yucatan War of Races, and the Spanish troops were forced to leave the city in March 1848. Further, they lost more than a half of the structure, having been ambushed at return to Mérida. The city was occupied by the Maya insurgents, but further was recaptured by government troops under the leadership of the governor of Yucatan, Miguel Barbacano. In particular, because Indian rebels who were ordinary peasants receded because of the beginning of sowing works. On May 10, 1910, in the suburb of Valladolid, Tudalcupa, it was signed Valladolid, also known as Dalkupski. The plan calling the people for a revolt means dictatorship in the country. Later, on July 4, 1910, in Valladolid, the revolutionary movement which became the forerunner to the Mexican Revolution in the north of the country, which came to the end with falling of the government of the General Porfirio de Azaroz. This movement became known further under the name of the First Spark of Revolution. Also far right comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.